Who couldn't love this atmosphere? This is a playoff atmosphere, man. They're fired up.
Duval! How about those Jags, baby? They went into the Meadowlands on a rainy and cold night in front of a primetime audience and took down the Jets 19-3.
Those players were fired up, and they had a lot to talk about, including the defense stepping up big tonight.
It's hard enough to play any course for the first time, let alone TPC Sawgrass. But for 32 of the world's top golfers, they're ready to take on the challenge.
The Rams came into today one win away from playing the Super Bowl on their home field. Now the team standing in their way, the red-hot San Francisco 49ers, led by Jimmy Garoppolo. It's going down in here inside the paint, man. It may be cold outside, but, man, it's heating up here inside. Every time a Duval breaks out.
Let's go!
Hey, they're fired up, man. These fans, a big reason they're fired up is those four guys you just mentioned. Big Tech's got to see a pretty good football game here tonight. You know, it's never easy on the road here in Huffman. This is a tough Falcons team. However, Lumberton held their own tonight. They were able to hold off a furious Falcons rally. The momentum heading into next Friday night's huge district matchup. All these district games are huge against those LCM battling Bears. Actually, we were eating good tonight out here in New Canyon. The Anahuac Panthers were playing great tonight. They're by-district champs after beating Cold Spring Oakhurst.
You were part of that Legion of Boom, that legendary defense that everyone knows about up in Seattle. What was that like, just being a part of that? Y'all won a Super Bowl, of course, but I mean, people were afraid of you guys.
We're here in Kansas City where the Jags, riding that 6-game win streak, will be riding high into tomorrow's showdown against the Chiefs at Arrowhead. The Jags, ever since losing to the Lions in Week 13, 40-14, they've rattled off 6 straight wins and done it in thrilling fashion. So it's going to be a cold one tomorrow at Arrowhead, but the Jags are red hot and ready for tomorrow's showdown.
Are the Jags staying alive? Staying alive? Man, I should have worn teal tonight. I was trying to go with the holiday look, but big win tonight. We're back after this. It took a variety of paths for these guys to get to the players. Now they're hoping for 4 more great rounds of golf and to become a Players Champion. At TPC Sawgrass, James Grant, First Coast Sports.
Stenhouse Jr. said after the race, he doesn't race to prove anyone wrong, but rather to prove his guys right. Sunday, he proved he's a Daytona 500 champion. At Daytona International Speedway, James Grant, First Coast Sports. The Trinity Christian Conquerors are 8-0 and eyeing their 10th state championship. And if Trayon Webb has anything to say about it, they'll be adding to their trophy case in December. It's hard to find Trinity Christian center fielder Jacob Miller without a smile on his face.
I remember watching the seniors in high school when I was younger and think, wow, those kids are old. And then now that's me, so I'm just enjoying it.
Miller, who's hitting .470 as a senior this season, is headed to Jacksonville University to play college baseball for the Dolphins. Playing for the Fins will allow Miller to pursue 2 dreams, baseball and becoming a pilot.
The staff and everything there, it's a great baseball program, and then they have the flying program as well, which will let me continue to fly airplanes and play baseball, which are the 2 things I love.
Miller says he fell in love with planes as a kid.
I grew up on a little airstrip. It's out in Baker County, but it's how my front yard is a runway. And then both my parents, my mom and dad were pilots in the Navy, so it's in my blood for sure.
While becoming a pilot is in his future, his focus right now, being the leader of a Trinity Christian baseball team loaded with young talent.
Baseball, it's hard to do. It's hard to play it for a living, but if I can do it, that's what I want to do. And if it doesn't work out, if God has a different plan for me, then I'll be flying airplanes and I'll be more than happy.